Hello, hello, everybody. How we doing? Just a tad, not a lot. Man, it's been a little bit since we streamed. Not a long bit, but a little bit. I'll talk about it a little bit. I mean, if you're in the Discord, which, let me just, it occurred, and let me throw that in both chats real quick. It's the best way to keep up with what's going on, right? There we go. Metal Merc. For whatever reason, it always takes a little bit on YouTube for stuff to go through. Yes, so, if you're in the Discord, you'll know. If you're not, I'm gonna tell you now. So, start back a little bit. I did a 75 hard, right? This is 75 days. It's a hard challenge. Every single day, if you miss one thing, one little thing, if you go over on your calories or you skip your diet or you miss a workout or you don't drink as much water as you were supposed to or whatever, you fail the challenge. You have to start over. You have to do that for 75 days. There's no rest days. There's no breaks. So I did that. And I actually really enjoyed it. I do recommend it to people who are looking to try to instill like better and or different habits in your life. If you're just looking for like a quick fix, you're probably not going to get it and you're probably going to fail early. If you're looking to actually like change your behaviors and stuff, it's not bad. That being said, I finished on the 15th of this month. All right, and so the whole last week was basically like a rest and recharge week for me. And honestly, there's a little bit of like sadness with finishing it, and then like on top of finishing it, a little bit of like sadness around purposely making the week like a rest week. That doesn't mean I didn't do a couple exercises. I did a few runs. Last Saturday, I had a race and did really good in the race. I mean, like, again, there was other people there and you're technically competing, but I'm just talking about my own thing, not competing against other people. I got my best time of the year so far. It was that close to my best time ever. Still, best time ever was from 2021. But if I keep going, 100% I will beat that best time this year, right? But even though I did a few things, I've purposefully increased calories. I haven't stuck to the diet. I haven't drank any alcohol. I'm going to keep off the alcohol for a little bit. But I also haven't done workouts every day. And there's just that little bit of like thought in my mind of like, oh no, am I going to slip right back into old habits? And I'm here to tell you, I still am afraid of that. But I'm also choosing to make this week now a little bit of a rest week as well. Because it turns out 2.5 months, 75 days, is a long time. And 1 week isn't really maybe enough to kind of like fully recuperate from it. Yesterday, I could barely stay awake. To be fair, I did wake up really early because of the dog. But I was like on the couch and I probably fell asleep on the couch like 6 different times. Like even like falling asleep at around like 1 p.m. or something. So I don't know, I feel like I definitely needed that little bit of like recharge. But also, yesterday, Sunday, was the day after the race, and I did the race, and I pushed very hard in it. And then, it was actually, the race was like the beginning part of a festival thing. So, I spent a good chunk of the rest of the day kind of walking around and doing stuff. So, there was a bit there. While that was all there, and the rest and everything, it was last Wednesday. I was legitimately going to stream last Wednesday, and I thought that I would probably stream, or potentially stream again on Thursday, right? But we got flash floods. And it was a lot of water. It was a lot of water, and I did have water come into my basement. And if you don't know, I stream right here, right now, in my basement. So my basement is split into 2 rooms. There's a finished side. I say finished, it's wood panel and really thin, weird looking carpet, but it is finished. And the other side, which is just the concrete, and technically the wood panel's over there too, but I want to rip it off. The sump pump is over on the other side, and of course the water from groundwater was raising up, but also there were spots along the walls where water was coming in. Honestly, we've had some like little bits of flooding and stuff before, and I haven't seen it that bad. But if you're at all a member of the channel, you'll know that unfortunately, right, I've had some water issues in this past year in my basement, from my water heater going and, you know, my sump pump dying and just a bunch of different things. So right now I have a brand new sump pump. However, the line that goes out from the sump is either crushed, invaded by roots, or weirdly has a weird blockage. Right? And I don't have the answer for it yet, and so I have it modified to go out of a different drain. But because of the way it's modified, it was a very quick modified job. It goes from like a 3-inch PVC pipe to a, what is it, like 3/4 inch garden hose. And so that limits the flow that can go out. I'm gonna probably, in the next few days or so, work on making that a little bit more of a permanent solution, even though I'd really like to fix the original drain, because there's a chance. That was loud all of a sudden. There is a chance that had it been hooked up to, you know, a 3-inch diameter pipe, that it would have been able to keep up with the water mostly, and I wouldn't have got water over here. It is what it is, but anyways, I did a lot of work to dry it out. I have a shampooing vacuum sort of thing. It didn't do any of the shampooing, I just used it to suck water out, and I did so many buckets of water out of this side of the basement. And I've had fans running, and I've got it pumping air from the basement up through the rest of the house to try to like get that moisture to get out and everything. And it's just now, I think, like we're at like 98% dry, I think, right? Occasionally I step in a spot and I'm like, is that damp? Or is it weirdly just cool? I can't tell. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. So we're like really close. Close enough that I feel comfortable to like sit down here and actually stream for you guys. The other thing too, like those first few days after all the water hit, boy, did it smell so musty. And now that's kind of dissipated, which is good. Oh, hold on, my cat needs something. So Luna, the cat who sits down here all the time with me, she typically has a bed down here, right there, underneath my table, and she typically has this, which is a pirate scratcher, but she also likes to lay in that. Well, the bed got completely soaked. It hasn't been cleaned yet, but she'll also lay in that, so she just came down here, so I'll throw that down there so she can get in it. Interestingly enough, that one was off the floor, but her normal bed was on the floor. And, by the way, all of my things that are of any major importance, like my computer tower, are up off the ground, right? So I created a riser for it, which is a good like 5 or 6-ish inches off the ground, right? So the water came up a bit on it, but it did not touch the computer. And by the way, if it had gotten high enough to touch the computer, you can bet I would have just pulled all the cables out and carried that thing up out of there. So that's off the ground, and basically I got the because there's you know, power switches. What am I trying to say? Power bricks, whatever, where you can plug a bunch of cables in, because you know, stream setup needs a lot of power. I got those up off the ground as well. So everything electronic wise is fine. In fact, like the carpet should be fine. The water wasn't like sewage water or anything, right? It's just rainwater seeping in through the walls and through the ground up. But while I won't say it was like, I don't think I would drink that water, it also wasn't that dirty either, you know? The green screen, which you can clearly see right here. I can't show it. There's no way for me to show it. But there's about that much you could see where it was like it sucked water up because it's touching the ground, right? It's touching the floor, and it did suck water up. And there is a little bit of like a stain on it down there. And I could probably clean it, but I don't know if it's worth it. Oh man, this song is really quiet. Okay. Rock Galactic, sure. Alrighty. So those were past event things. Let's talk future event things, right? I'd really like to get a... Can we see the green screen? Hold on. You know what? Legitimately, if you really, really want to, Bomber. Hold on, 1 second. If I do that, BAM! You can see my green screen. And all of its green glory. The look behind, no, the look of in front of the screen. You know, it's not that hard. Legitimately, I've thought about like wiring up a button to my through my Stream Deck to be able to turn it on and off. Yeah, no. Oh, you know what? You can also tell. You can see like, hold on, the best way for me to show it. All the green on my chair that disappears when I do BAM. Yeah, and that's also why, right? If you can tell now, there's a light legitimately right there, and it goes across the whole way, and that light is bouncing green off of this onto me. That's why, like, right now with the green screen completely visible, it looks normal and fine. But when I turn it off, you can tell just a little bit of hint of green. And there's not a good way for me to fix that unless I move my whole setup somewhere else. Things that we've talked about before. All right. So again, let's talk about the future of things. Okay, so in the future of things, I'd like to stream a little bit more often. However, I don't think I want to instantiate the set schedule again. I've just on a personal level have felt a whole lot of stress relief, if you will, by not having a set schedule of days in which I must stream. So I think we're not going to go back to having that, but I do want to stream a little bit more often, especially looking back at the last couple weeks, right, where we've only gotten like 2 streams in. So there's that. That being said, right, I have this like pressure and stress as well to finish a game once we've started it, and I don't know if that's always gonna happen. I'm looking at Xenoblade right now, and while I really like Xenoblade and I really want to play more of it, okay, it sounds like fine. Sounds like, yeah, just go ahead, play more. But for whatever reason, in my mind, there are just days where I'm like, yeah, but I don't really want to play it. I really like it. I really want to play more. I want to see more of it, but I'm just not feeling it right now, right? So that might mean that we drop it for a little bit. I don't know. We might just add in a bunch of other games, and it comes up when it comes up. I'm also feeling like if legitimately we want to stream more, all right, we have to have, I'm going to call them lower effort streams, where, like, I did one somewhat recently, which was Helldivers, right? I wanted to play Helldivers. We did Helldivers on stream. There's no pressure in Helldivers to see the ending. There is no ending. You can just play it whenever. So the lower effort streams, if that's what we really want to call them, it's not a low effort stream, right? There's still being on camera, there's still performing. That's what I'm doing right now, I'm performing. Minorly. Not the same way as like being on a stage with a script, but you know. Then we gotta be okay with games like that. And legitimately, I don't know what is okay as a game like that, right? And so if anyone wants to provide feedback to me directly or in the Discord or on a YouTube video comment or right now in chat, feel free. But how would you feel, legitimately, if we play a game that has a story to it, right? And I'm just going to throw out a random game, and this game isn't necessarily one that makes sense here, but like, or whatever. Let's say Final Fantasy. We're going to play a Final Fantasy game. It doesn't matter which one it is. Let's just pick 7 Remake. I've already played it, so I'm not playing it again right now. But what if I were to do a stream of it, and then like I play 10 hours off stream, and then play another 4 hours on stream? Is that bad? Would people be disappointed with that by missing out on a bunch of stuff that happened in the game? Or is it more like, no, I'd rather you just be live. If I miss things, that sucks, but I'd rather watch than not watch. You know what I mean? Those are things that go through my head all the time, and a lot of times it wins out on like, well, if I can't stream the whole game, I shouldn't just stream it at all. I don't know if that actually is what people want, you know? Let's see. Today, however, we're gonna do a couple more demos from the Steam Next Fest. Time for a nice moisturizing stream? Do you mean a hot tub stream? I don't have a hot tub. Astro, how you doing? Legitimately, right? Like, as long as it's stated beforehand, the game is played in and off, you think it's okay, but you do like the continuity. Yeah. I know, and that's why it's difficult. And it wouldn't be a problem. Like, legitimately wouldn't be a problem if I was able to stream like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? We'd have no problem beating a game, or even running multiple games in a single week and still actually making progress in beating a game. And here's part of the problem for me is like, even if we do stream 3 days a week, some games just take a month or longer to beat. And so there just gets to be a point where it's like, okay, but I'm ready for something different, and I kind of also feel like chat is probably ready for something different. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's difficult. Which is one of the reasons why in the past, right, we were doing like a main game and a side game, and then sometimes the main game would become a side game, like Crosscode. I bring up Crosscode very specifically because Berger did point it out in the Discord. So I did ask what people wanted to see tonight, and he said Crosscode DLC, and it has been a long time coming. So I think we're going to try and make that happen soon, very soon. But Crosscode went a long time on the stream, and so like when it was done, I was completely ready to move on, and that's why it's taken so long for me to want to go back for the DLC, even though I loved the game. You know. So there's all of that. But of the demos that are here right now, I did check through them, and it looks like Ratatan is not a demo anymore. Chromatic Conundrum demo, and Cast and Chill. Those 3 are no longer demos, as in they've removed them after Next Fest. So like I'll just click on one, the Chromatic Conundrum, which I wanted to play the demo of, and it looked like it'd be short. But when you come to the page here, it doesn't say anything about download the demo or anything. It's just gone. But if we come back and we go to like He Who Watches, and I go to the store page, you will see that there is still the demo option. So I do think we can't play these other ones. Now, there might be a way to just, they're downloaded, so I might be able to just like find their executable and run it, but it might still have protection on it. Switching back to the future thing again, right? Taking what I've learned and gleaned off of my 75 hard. There are things that I want, right, that require time and effort. And the 75 hard has shown me, right, that I can make time and effort for things if I need to. One of the things legitimately that I'd like to make effort or time and effort for is game development. Okay? Legitimately. And so there might be a thing coming up in my life where I say every weekday, right? Specifically target specific days, right? And this is Atomic Habits habit forming. If it's a weekday, I have to spend 15 minutes after work working on the game. 15 minutes is not very long, and I think typically what you'll find is most days you'll do more than 15 minutes, and some days you'll do less, and some days you'll do the 15 minutes and just be completely done, because you didn't really want to do it that day, but you still did it, you know what I mean? And how does that, why am I bringing it up? I think legitimately, I think that translates into, I want to try some game development streams. Let me throw a caveat, not a caveat, let me throw just something out there, right? Doing that on stream is intimidating, right? There's a fear factor on it to be open and showing fault or whatever in front of an audience, especially for something that I'm not familiar with, right? I am familiar with programming. I am not familiar with game development per se, right? I've only legitimately ever finished one, which I showed on stream. It was the Rock, Paper, Scissors Pirates game, which was really fun to build and gave me that little bit of foundation to where, like, now I know the next time I build a game, things that I would do differently and better, right? So we might do a game development stream, and we might do it soon. But because it's like, it's a compromising position for myself to be like, well, I don't know how to do X thing. How do we figure that out on stream? Typically that involves looking through documentation, finding potential videos online that I think we'll try doing live. And we'll see how it goes. If it goes well, there'll be more. If it goes poorly, there might still be more anyways, especially if I want to make time for it, and I want to stream more. It makes sense to bundle them together then. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a date in mind, I don't have a plan for it, but that is what I would like to do. There is a game that already in mind that I want to build. That it should be somewhat small in scope. See how it goes. Alright. One last thing before we pick a game. Just wanted to quickly talk about anime. I finally signed up for High Dive. And I had High Dive a long time ago when it was part of Verve. And in Verve, I had Crunchyroll, and I had High Dive, and I had a few other things, and there were Verve original shows. And Verve was owned by Crunchyroll, or maybe it became purchased by Crunchyroll, I don't know. But then, I don't remember the order of events. I think it was actually Crunchyroll and Funimation, and then Funimation left, and High Dive replaced it. And so I got to watch some of the High Dive stuff, and they have good, like, dubs and everything as well. So I'd watched some things in the past, but there were, like, Season 2s and other exclusives I wanted to watch. So finally, last night I signed up for High Dive. And I've watched a tiny bit of the first season of Made in Abyss, which I love that show so much. I can't wait to get to Season 2, but I'm rewatching 1. And then I started watching Helk, which I think might be a High Dive exclusive. What I will say is High Dive is kind of cheap. It's like $6 a month compared to other things. So it might be worth it if you have dollars to spend on anime. But Helk is really neat so far. It made me think of Bomber immediately. It's a really big, buff, goofy dude who's super strong, but he wants to become the Demon Lord, and the demons all love him except for basically the top one in charge at the moment is suspicious, and it's a very interesting watch so far. I'm only a few episodes in. Bomber, you've been wanting to get back into game dev too. You were thinking about doing a 2D version of your game as a starting point and learning opportunity. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? It feels like 2D should be a lot easier than 3D, And I bet you people would say that it is. I'm not certain it is. I think it's kind of the same. In my limited experience monkeying around with things, right? In my limited experience, it feels like they're just very similar. And the art, depending on just the skills that you already have, art could be easier in 3D or it could be easier in 2D. It might take a little more longer, but outside of that, like, you still need to have a lot of the same concepts of like knowing where an object is, and just adding a third plane doesn't really change that a whole lot. Okay. All right. We'll talk more about some of this stuff later. Let's go ahead and pick a game. I'm thinking we start with He Who Watches, okay? And He Who Watches is a first-person dungeon puzzle game. So that sounds right up our alley for this channel. The next two games that we have are Myth Realm, which Myth Realm looks to be your typical third-person fantasy style action game. And then we have Theastery, which this game looks kind of like a wizardry style blobber. That's what it kind of looks like to me. So I think we play He Who Watches first, and then we'll talk about which one of these two we want to see next. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. Hopefully it sounds good to you. Let me hit that play button there. Let me come out here and set my category. He Who Watches. And yeah, saving stats for Dot. Bam. All right. By the way, I have a fan right there pointed right at me because we're like, it's very warm. We're under heat advisory. If you can hear the fan, I do apologize. Hopefully it's not too bad. Not spiking my mic or anything, so if you hear it, it's probably low in the background. But it also means that I actually can't hear as well. Is there sound right now? Might just be really low. Come back to that in a second. Resolution, borderless, that's all great and fine. We'll look at that later if we have to. The animation is what's holding you back. Pulling out spatial dimensions feel like it would help. Yeah, it might. I don't know. But I don't know. I guess the question, Bomber, is, do you want to do that solo? Or what? And after you hear the special effects but not music. I think that's the same. I can hear the UI here. Hopefully there's audio. Also, I think I'm going to switch my side. I don't know. We're good over here at the moment. Whoa! Did you see that? There was something there. I don't think it was supposed to be there. Cycle Junction, Architect's Peak, and Trailhead. What? Did you see that? There was something back there again. Totally down to have help. Alright, so you're seeing that, right? We'll talk later. Was the thing that was there watching me? No, it was just there again. It's like it's a weird... like it's a weird bubble. Did you see it? It was like a red bubble. There it is. Is that an eyeball? It was totally an eyeball. Ah! I saw you! F to gaze. There's like multiple eyeballs. I don't know that I like that. All right, there's like finally audio now. Hey, here's the tutorial on how to move if you didn't get here. Q and E. Oh. Wait a second, wait a second. Okay, do I even need a mouse? Because this feels like wizardry movement now. Wait. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay. Alright. Okay. I'll take that, please. Can I tell you, I think... Can I change my keybinds real quick? I want turn left to be on A, and I want turn right to be on D, and then I want move left to be on Q and move right to be on E. That's so much more natural to me. That's also the way it works in like Etrian Odyssey and stuff, or whatever. It did kind of change genre, didn't it? Alright, so hold on a second. I can shoot this, and that's probably what I have to do, but I can walk on the ceiling. But I have no reason to walk on the ceiling, you know? Wait. Fire arrow? And then recall arrow? Oh. Okay, that's kind of a neat and interesting mechanic. I like it. You know what? See the symbols on the walls? Do you think they mean anything? There were definitely some on the previous wall as well. Now, I will say, if I use the mouse, though, I can kind of look around a little bit. Maybe a little better. Okay, I can't go that way, but that's fine. We can go this way. Now, I can't walk on those. Got it. Oh, check that out. I can't aim up. You can only shoot straight. Okay, okay. Part of me just doesn't want to use the mouse at all then. Can I use arrow keys to do anything? No. Can I shoot with a button? I can shoot with space, and space brings it back. Single-handed game. All right, so... Oh, that just opens? It just opens. But we want to open this thing. Okay, we've now gotten the tutorial for the pivot. Okay. It feels weird that room had like a locked door that we couldn't go through, and we went through a different door and it like just teleported us elsewhere. Is this like unlocking a new ability? Aha, we're back. We've gotten half of the sigil. We did not unlock a new ability. Paths. Oh, hey, this one's simple. Oh no, we're stuck. Oh no, we're fine. Oh, do I have to shoot it again? I did have to shoot it again. However, I need to shoot it again. Oh. So, like, I didn't actually need to shoot it at all, did I? This game is so weird. I don't know legitimately that I've played another game that feels like this on the way that you can do your movement. It's definitely a little different. Travel. It's a telepoint. Okay. We have a map? We do have a map. Don't know that it helps us much. Alright, this one looks like it's got 4 different things we gotta do. Because it had 4 dots. Gain. Weird and cool. I like it. Okay. One of 4. Oh, that is not what I thought that was going to be. I guess it wants me to drop it in the hole, doesn't it? I guess we can do that. Nothing in there. Hold on. Weird. Wish there was a button I could press on my mouse to reset the camera, but the only way I know to do it is to change my, my orientation. Walkway. Alright, so if we get the cube in there, it will open half, but we need both of those. Well, I want to be standing here, because I can shoot in there from here. Alright. Ah, we need to get it back. Oops, hold on. I need that to be... I might have just got us stuck. No, we're good, we're good. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. I can grab it from here. Perfect. All right. I thought we were stuck for a second. The way that you can't go around a corner, it gets me. Every time I'm like, oh, I should be able to walk there. Nope, that doesn't work. Just, it never works. 2 out of 4. Weird. Can't go back now. The cube's gone. Also weird. Hold on, we'll do this one first. Z to undo an action, R to reset level. This is the first one that we can really majorly screw up, apparently. I'm all for it. Around. So there's a spot down below. And there's no way for us to get down there. However, I'm assuming I can fall. Can. But now we've gotten ourselves stuck, right? There's no getting up out of this. Or is that true? Nope, that's true. So one thing that we could have done is if the floor was in front there, we should be able to step on it. Okay, so R to reset. All right, so let's do it again. This time, I want to stand here. Because now I think we can do this. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Puzzles get all like mind-bendy like that. It's gonna be great. Okay, so that opens there, but we can't go through. We still have to get over there. So what options do we have? And by the way, I can't shoot through the glass, so there's no getting that back. Oh, right? This is what we just learned from the last one. That we can fall through those. Okay. Hold. Oh, wait. Why are you already open? Dang it. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. We gotta reset ourselves. Alright, this time, let me just use the mouse to look around, right? So, I guess the part that I was wondering about specifically were these guys here. It almost feels like they need to be done before you do this. This feels like it's gonna leave the level. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. The next very unfortunate bit is that I didn't have a recording going because I'm trying to believe that my network will work. So I just started recording now, so there might be like in the VOD, when VOD comes out, there might be a tiny gap missing because I'm going to download what's out there and then stitch it together. Hopefully you won't have missed too much, but I'm going to keep going. We got one. Let's get the other. This one's called Impact. Okay. So I can fall through here pretty easily, right? And go that way. You know, I think I might already see it. I do. I think I already see it. So I would like get this moved. Just I crushed myself. You know what? I want the gravity to be this direction. There we go. That's what we need to do. So right there. Are we back? I don't know. Not really. Not really. The unfortunate bit. So now if I do this, right, that falls through. If I undo it, we can then fall on top of it. And then I can come here and fall into this spot. Go through the door. Got it. Alright. Something has changed up here now. So we'll go all the way through, yeah. And then we can take the teleport. What I will say is, I did just see it go up to 5,000 kilobits. So we could be coming back. It's possible. Possible. What is this one? Whoa! Neat. Okay. We got ourselves a new mechanic. Angle. This game doesn't have angles. What do you mean? Can I walk on a cube? Yes. Would really love to see what's down there. It's down there. Alright, I would like to undo that entirely. Thank you. I'm pretty sure, by the way, that I already know how to solve this. I was just playing around a little bit, but I would love... right, to come on here and then change its gravity. And then we gotta do basically the same thing for that one. We need to be right here. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. One of 5. Alright, so we've unlocked a door that we'll go through right now. We unlocked a cube. I don't know what this one was called, I missed it. But I can tell you, right, that I can move some cubes around back there. But I can't pull them out of there, right? Okay. So I don't know what's back there yet. Oh, I need to get it out to come here? Oh, hold up. Why can't I move it over? Not for sure that that would be able to slide over one. And I wouldn't have thought that that gate would have prevented it from sliding in that direction, you know? Okay. That's fine. Hold up. What else do we got? We need cube over there to fall gravity up. What else we got? Anything? Alright, alright, alright. Alright, so we're gonna grab this guy. And then I've broken it. I want its gravity to be in this direction. Want it to fall this way, you know? But at the moment, I don't know how to do that. Right? Because I gotta be like on this plane right here to get it to fall down. And then that breaks it right there. Oh, there's gonna be a way to do this. I don't want a hint. I wanted to know what was the level title. The level title is push? Let's try something. Oh, I see why the chain was breaking. The chain was breaking because, not because of the, sorry, because of this fence, you can't shoot through it. Hold. Yeah, Metal Marker's working overtime at the moment as well, by the way, clearly. So now I can pull this out. And because I can pull it out, we can get the other one out. Perfect. So now we don't even need it on that spot anymore. I need to fall down there. So before I fall, we need to get... Aha! We need to have one of these guys have gravity that falls this direction. In order to do that, all I gotta be is here. I think we got this. Right? So then... Oh, no, wait. That's not the right gravity. I need it to be up. Right, so like if we reset that block to here, and it'll now be up. Oh, in fact, it'll be up right there. I think we're onto something. Hold on. And then, yeah. And then we just got to move that other one back down. And then I can push it over. That's all we got to do. We just got to get it in the right spot now. Yep, this'll do it. Nice. All right, so this opens the door. We've got a block that can go in there so that we can fall through, I guess, right? Oh, except I want to be here when it goes in, and I can't push it in from this direction. And in fact, if I let it go, it would have gone. So instead, I want its gravity to be that direction, and then we have to... And then what? And then what, right? So if I come here and I put the gravity this way, it's going to open right now, but we don't want it to open until we're standing here. But if I'm standing here, the gravity will go down, not forward. And if I'm standing on it when I have it and let go of the gravity, I think it would go down. That would be bad for me. You know, I think we should try something. That's not what I wanted to try. I wanted to try me standing on the cube and having it go. But I guess I don't know why I didn't. I clearly didn't need to fall, because look, we can just walk through. We could just walk through. That will send me across. Do that in a moment. Wish the frames would come back. Are these, like, stuck together? Sure do look like it. Stitched. What happens if I try to... Nope, they cannot be separated. Okay. Fine. Good even, I guess. Well, what's the goal here? I gotta get both of those cubes down here. Look at that. Okay. So how do we break it? Now it's broken. Did I make a mistake? I think I made a mistake because I dropped that guy down there already, and I don't think I have a way to now obtain it again. Right? I can't shoot it from here. I can't crawl down into there. I think I had to somehow use these staging blocks that I'm standing on to get it over. Alright, let's go ahead and just reset the full room. So if I want... I can't get it all the way over there. Oh, I can if I come over this way, though. Right? This is all I gotta do? That's not all I gotta do, because I also have to get down there, don't I? And there's no way for me to get down there, right? Because I can't go around. I can't go down. So how do I get down there then, right? That's the real question. And I think I can get down there if I stack them up on top of each other. Let's think about it for a moment. If I stack them on top of each other, right here in this corner, be able to step out onto it, and then what? And then what? That doesn't feel like the answer. What I really want to do is I want to shift my gravity onto this wall right here. Because if I'm on that wall, I can walk down here. But how do I get my gravity onto that wall? I'm not seeing the path yet. Yeah, it isn't you, Astro. My dumb internet. Alright, let's reset the whole thing again. So, they're currently attached to each other, which is weird, right? And then, let's take a look at this, right? Now it's no longer attached. Can I force the attachment to happen again? I think is what I want to find out. I don't have a good way to do it at the moment in that situation, but if I move you here, and I move you down, how can I force the gravity to reattach? Because I'm wondering if that's what I need to do. In fact, did they reattach? Well, we're gonna find out. They did. I think that's important. But at the moment, like, this doesn't help us yet either, does it? Well, interestingly enough, one thing I can do is now get onto this wall in that orientation, which is wonderful, but, big but, I can't get them down here from that. I think what would be wonderful is if I could get this one to have gravity this way and fall on top of it to link them together. I guess I could link them together. Boy, this one is challenging. This one is very challenging. My thought is, if I can link them together, then I would be able to put this one over the... I would be able to put one over the edge. That help me, or not? Maybe that doesn't help me, even. You know, I think that we have to put these on the space, right? Before I move them again, maybe this is where, like, I need to do stuff. I don't know what stuff, exactly. This room is the stumper. Okay. I'm fairly certain, right, that I have to reattach them together. I gotta stick them back together. But how do I get the gravity to do such a thing, right? Because if I want, let's say, to attach the right one onto this one, I have to have my gravity down here, but I will break before I can get down here. If I wanted to do the same thing over here, I would have the same problem, right? I would break before I get here. Unless I can reset the gravity to here and then push it off. I think we're onto something. Hold up, I think we're onto something. So I want one here. Shoot, I didn't put it in the right spot. And I want this one to be there. And then I can come here. Hold up, and now they're reattached. And as long as I only monkey with this one, other one will be wherever it is. Right? It'll be wherever. So like it fell there, but here it won't fall. Made in Abyss Season 3 is pseudo-confirmed. It's been announced that it's supposed to happen. Has a tentative 2025 release window, but most don't expect it before 2027. Okay. Hold on. Because you probably can't hear me. Damn. All right. It looks like the frames are coming back as well. I'm behind the text. Okay, so hold on. I think we are getting somewhere, right? We now have... We have the ability to, like, do this. Oh, hold on. Is that something important? No. No, it's not. It's not important. But we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. If I were to put... Gravity doesn't work like that. If I were to put this here... Can't really go anywhere. I mean, I can go here. Then I can't go anywhere from there. All right, we got to think about this very, very logically. Our goal at this moment is to get down below. I don't care about these cubes just yet, right? We also have to be down below with the cubes. But before that, how do we get down below? At the moment, we can't get down below. But can I arrange this somewhere? Actually, I can. Look at that. That gets us down. That gets us part of the way there. But once we get down there, we then need to have these cubes down with us. How would we go about that? And in fact, right now, these two cubes do not need to be stuck together in the slightest, do they? At this very moment, they could each be there independently, because one's not hovering over the edge. In fact, this same situation works. Let me do something. I want to say real quick that I don't love setup. Oh no, I would need it to be hanging over. Okay, just reconnecting them back up together. Close. I think we're close. But now I can't move this way. What if I shift gravity? Can I shift gravity? I'd like to shift gravity this way, but I don't think I can. I can shift gravity this way, but I don't think that that helps us any. I can grab this one, but I cannot grab that other one, which means that other one is completely lost to us at the moment, and that's not helpful. And what can I do? I can reset its gravity to be here. Straight down, but we could already have that. If the other one had a gravity going this way. That way. Backwards for me. If it was going that way, right? If this block was going that way, and this block was going down, then when I get here, I could move this block anywhere. And this one would come down, and then we'd be able to get to them both. Problem is, where would I even be able to move it? The only way I'd be able to move is if I grabbed it and went up. That might be okay. And then I put it back down here. I didn't want to do that. But then what? Like, I need to pull them back. I can grab this one and I can pull it back here. It's close. Hold on, it's close. Let's actually do that real quick. I can put this here. I can put it here. I'm trying to figure out where it actually helps us at all, you know? Because that right here, I still can't get to that other block. It's still completely stuck to me. I'm just putting it back. Oh. All right, so if I wanted this block to have a that-way gravity, how would I even accomplish it? I can't. The only way for me to get it to go that way is if I was standing down here. That's the only spot that works. So the idea of having it go doesn't really make sense. Love the idea of, like, getting this out here. Oh, that's a tiny bit different. And for some reason, I thought that that would break them. I mean, I can go here now, but that doesn't help us any. I can get this block to have a this-way gravity. That is a thing that I can do now. But having a that way gravity doesn't really do much for us, does it? Wow, is this room... It's probably a simple solution, but I am stumped at the moment. Shoot, hold on. I was actually a little wrong, wasn't I, here? So, if I reset this one, and then I grab this guy, go this way... Oh, I've set the gravity this way, but I can't... Can't move over one unless I'm standing on top of the other cube, and then that defeats the purpose of linking them together, doesn't it? However, if I do this... Alright, so this is a pretty big, significant thing. It's the same two blocks in the same spot, but their orientation of which one is the connecting block is just a tiny bit different. To the point that I can come over here now, and I can grab this guy. Now, I'm gonna let go. This is a mistake, right? But yeah. Want to be able to pull it out. So how do we go the other way? Because I can't climb up that side. I can shift its gravity that way. Does that help us any? Because I don't think it does. Undo. Okay, perfect. Let's just leave it there for a moment, right? I think we're close. I legitimately think we're close, right? We're in the spot now where we could theoretically get this block over to us somehow, but I'm really not sure how yet. Oh, now hold on a second. That's a little interesting, isn't it? You see, these spaces right here are actually walkable. All those kind of gold spots. have no idea what I'm doing at the moment. Right? I can shift this gravity back down, and it won't be able to crush us. Wait! Wait! That kills us. That kills us. Hold on. I think we're close. I think we're close. Hold on. I gotta pull it back, but if I pull it back, it will fall on me. Except if I'm here. Oh, we're there! We're there! Huh! Jeez, hold on. Yeah, so refresh if you haven't. I think all is good again, finally. That was a mind-bending room. And by doing that, we just opened this one. What's the room called? Overhang. What was the last room called? That's what I gotta know. Alright, so this is gonna be similar to the last one, right? Where we need to get out a block so that we can shoot that eyeball. So I want the gravity to be this way, and I want yeah. Let's just do this real quick. That's fine for the moment. What? Oh, it broke off, sure. So I want this other one. A gravity of this way. Which we can do now. That's not correct, is it? It's gotta be undo. I want it to be that way on top of the other one. Okay. Part of the way there. Actually, all of the way there? Way easier than the last one. But we did use some of our knowledge from the last one to kind of get there. Alright, we've solved the one over there. Ah, I see you up here. Okay. Release. Release. Alright, so that's the exit. We're gonna have to be in here moving the cubes around. Also need a cube to be all the way the heck up there, which we can do by grabbing it here. Nope, can't go up that way. Are one of these guys on a button already? No. So this is just always open? I guess is what I'm finding out, is that's always open? Maybe it's always open until... Alright, let's go ahead and test this out real quick. Theory time. And now it's closed. So it's called release. So we need to release it to go up when we're back here. But how do we do that? Because if its gravity is up and it's over here, and then we push it, or we attach to it and then we move it over, now the gravity will be down, but we need it to be up. We can't have the gravity up with another block on top of it. Ah, we have two blocks connected to each other. With the gravity going up, and then I detach the second one, and then the first block goes up. We can detach it by having it here, and then I bam, and then it's detached. Okay, so we've got how sort of under control. Now we gotta get them in the right spots to do it. So I want this to fall that down. We can do that. We can do that, no problem. All right, now they're connected. Now we just do that. This is easy. This is done. Ha ha! Ha! This game's fun. I really like puzzle games like this one, which you probably are already aware, but we'll say it again. I like puzzle games like this one. Are we done? Before I do anything else, we've been over there, right? No, we haven't been over there. Hold on a second. We can travel right now. But are these all completed? Something feels off, right? There's 1, 2, 3. There's a fourth one, there's a fifth one, but we haven't been over here. But we've already gotten our escape path. Hey, wait, no, we've... Have we not done this one? Have we not done this one? I was wondering if the block would trigger the arrow. It clearly didn't. When I say arrow, I mean trigger the eyeball. So this says surf, like we're supposed to ride something, right? Hold on, I gotta get the gravity the right way, and then we'll be able to write it down. Neat. Done. Neat. I mean, like, I don't know why I'm doing them because I want to do the puzzles, but I don't know why there's more puzzles than... Are there gonna be 3 blocks and we're gonna make an elbow? Alright, so I want to fall that direction. But I need to be over 1, which I can be over 1 right now, right? So I can shoot that. But I need this to have a gravity. That. Oh, and then that'll make me fall. But you know what? We're gonna leave one of these cubes behind, and I have a suspicion that we're gonna be in trouble. Right? There's nowhere for me to go now. Let's think about it for a moment. If it falls and we ride it down, I mean, it was right there and we were standing this way with our gravity to the left. What do we actually need, however, right? We need to be able to either get up to the top or we need to be able to get over to the side. And once we've fallen, we won't really be able to do much. I don't think. If they're stacked on top of each other, which there's no way for me to stack them on top of each other. That's just not a thing that I can do. But if they were stacked on top of each other and I was able to stand up there somehow and ride it over, I still wouldn't be able to get up there. Like... It's called elbow. It's called elbow. It's called elbow. Is that helping us any? It's called elbow. I can drop that down already. This doesn't help us any. Does it? Because now I have no, that's not true. I do still have a way to do this. Our gravity was this way. We fell that way. We got pushed off the block that we were attached to. And so we fell down. Got it. To be fair, I did stumble into that one a little bit. A little bit. Alright, so I've done all of the puzzles in here now, right? No, hold up. There's more over there that I haven't yet done. I need a cube. Got 2 cubes. need the cube to fall that way. From here. I don't know how to do that. If it falls right here, then it'll open this, which then I can fall through. Have the ability to like switch their gravity to connect them. I can connect them right here. I don't know that that helps me much at the moment. I would love to be standing here. Oh, that's interesting. There's a connection point all the way over there. I'd love to be standing here. And then have a cube right there fall. Boy, do I not see a way to do that. Now hold on. If I can get this cube... No, I'm not seeing a way to do it. Not yet. I hate, by the way, that there are levels that we haven't completed yet we're allowed to leave. Feels wrong. By the way, we can get back over there from that spot, which we saw, and if we do so, there is a cube over there. But not one that we have access to, not really, right? Because there isn't another path for us to get back without just dropping the cube off in there. So if we drop that cube off in there, then it's like that cube is just done, it's over with. Aren't any more over here, right? Wasn't one over there, but there's a way to shoot myself over there. There's a way to shoot myself over there. I think I'm onto it a little bit. Not a lot of it, but a little bit. So if I'm here, and I get myself over there, I can grab this, I can go up here, and then I can drop it, and it'll fall that way. Which will open this. However, that's not exactly what we want, is it? I won't be here. So let's just do it. Let's prove out theory that we can get this block to correctly fall on the space. That way. Wonderful. Okay. So that's open. Had I been here, would be able to fall through. But I wasn't there. What do we do instead? What options do we have now otherwise? I think we have to undo it. But we have one more cube to play around with. I guess what I'm feeling is that cube right there that we have to play around with somehow we have to ride it? Or, okay, let's fully reset here. Let's get the cube back. Perfect, okay. What if there's a way for us to have this cube going that direction so that it falls up there, but it's stuck temporarily to this cube. So that when we grab this cube, no longer stuck and it goes. Great. Makes perfect sense. But in order for that to work, we have to have a ledge that it can be attached to. That it can be attached to and that we can get to from here somehow. Right? There's a spot we can shoot ourselves back to right here, but I really don't think that's the approach that we want to take. Because then I don't think there's a way for me to get back without putting the cube in there. Unless, weirdly, I get another cube over there, and then I drop it on, attach them together, and pull them out, and somehow get them to fall down or something. I don't have a solution for that just yet. Okay. So we're part of the way there. Maybe. Possibly. This block could go here. And then the other block could be here, and then they could attach together somehow, possibly, right? Maybe? Yeah. Totally could. But does that help us? I don't know. Okay, see, now they're connected. This one doesn't have a gravity, it's just connected. If I shift their gravity to be up, which I can do over there, it will get stuck right here. Because that one's gonna hit here. Oh, wait. If I get them stuck here, then I can come up here, and I can grab it and drop it, if it's the gray one. So if I reverse these... Hold. I think I'm onto it. Wait. Why did that connect? Connected to the bottom? Weird. That might be a mechanic that we have to play around with. But it should connect that one, which is exactly what we want. Now hold. Oh, shoot. I want this to be moved over one now. I want it to be moved over one now. No, legitimately, I think we had it right in the first spot. Let me go back. Back. There. I want you to stay exactly right there. Because I think this is it, by the way. I do. Now we can come here. You know, I said I think this is it, but I'm second-guessing myself now, because in order for this to work, we need this, and only this one, to shift its gravity to be up. And I need it to be, I guess I need it to be exactly where it is, but in order to shift its gravity up, have to be able to change where I am, and I was only able to do that from over here. However, if this is currently rooted down, what the heck? Wait. What is back here? Oh, we need 3 cubes. There are 3 cubes. I don't know how to get that one over here at the moment, but there are 3 cubes. But wait, before we do that, I think I'm on to it because, okay, look at this, look at this. I can come here and I can disconnect it. And then we can come all the way up here and I can drop it. But if I drop it here, it won't land on the right spot. So if I can attach the other cube to the left side here, then it will drop down and hit that button, which will then drop me down. Right? But I have to attach that one this direction. Which legitimately we can do. Perfect, right? Double attachment. I was really wondering what was going to happen there. Ah! One more. Cool. And then we got a much bigger puzzle to solve in a moment. We have 2 levels to do first. Propulsion, that's new. Gonna be some kind of like pistons or something that fire the block. What does this do? All right, let's think about it. We have a gate that's blocked. I cannot be standing on this and shoot that. Then I also can't move over. Okay, we need to get down below. Get down below. We either have to fall or we have to build the walls in a way that I can walk on them. So if I put a cube here, I can shift my gravity. Well, I guess I can already shift my gravity this way, can't I? I want my gravity to be exactly where we are now, but somehow to fall. Huh. So, think about what options we have here. Push you in. I can grab this one, and I can bring it over, like, this way. And then I can attach it. What does that do for us? What does that do for us? I could also legitimately get a cube here and drop it down as well. What does that do for us? I don't know. What is the point of this? Right? That's there for a reason. And remember, the level is called propulsion. I have a thought. I don't know if it's a good thought just yet, but what if... What if one cube is on top and the other one's on the bottom and they're connected to each other? They're connected to each other. And the one wants to fall down. And then I close the gate. Will it disconnect it and make this block go down? However, how does that help me? Because I'll either be standing on this block here and shoot this and then get crushed, or I'll be standing over here and just watch it go. That doesn't help us out any. If both blocks go, that doesn't help us out any either. Now then, if I was up top, how would I fall down here? I don't think there's a way to fall down if I'm over there, to be honest with you. But there is a way for me to be here and to move a block this way. And then even to attach its gravity down. Let's try it. So what do I want at the moment? I want a block. Want to be here and shoot it. That sounds about right. And then from here, not what I wanted to do. Okay, I need to undo that. I need this block to be in a different spot. I think I need that block to be in this corner. Right? Then I'll be able to grab... Hold on, I'll be able to grab this one. Bring it over here and drop it. Alright, so we're proving it. We're testing a theory. How about that? Not proving a theory. So that just links them together. And that does separate them again. Okay. All right. We've got ideas for things. I don't know if they're good ideas for things. And then if I come here and I shift this one's gravity down, right, it'll fall when we do that. Propulsion! Yeah! There's no way for me to activate this and have my gravity affected unless I get crushed. isn't a good time. Could we have attached these 2 blocks without this? Maybe not. Maybe we're done with this. Maybe we've already used it. That's not right. But I don't know what is right. I mean, I knew that wasn't going to do anything, but, like, this is a different option for shooting that eyeball. But it only works if we're standing there. Or if I were to move it to be on the space I'm standing on, I could stand there looking that way. Neither of those feels right. It really feels like we have to, like, cut the connection with that bridge, or the gate. Doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like that? Have this space here. We used this space in order to craft what we currently have. We have it backwards. What if the connection is to be the gray one on the bottom? No, well, if we had the gray one on the bottom, we'd have to have the top one, like, oriented a different direction. Yeah, I don't think it works. I mean, that being said, right, we can grab this, and we can come this way, and we can shift its gravity. No problem can we shift its gravity that way. But why would we want to do that? And that attached to this because its gravity was going up. Its gravity still wants to go up. The other one's gravity is going that way. Trying to figure out, like, does this actually help us any? I can connect them together. I can separate it. Oh, man. What would be perfect is if somehow I could get these two cubes to be there and there, with a gravity going that direction with me riding on them, because then I'd be able to walk down and then walk onto this and then come over and leave. It'd be great. I don't see a way to do that. By the way, there's a whole ceiling, and we're not using the ceiling at all. And maybe this is like where our downfall is. Maybe we need the ceiling. But I don't know why we would need the ceiling at the moment, right? I can't walk across it. If I had 2 blocks, right, they'd be way the heck up there. I wouldn't be able to do anything with them. If I moved this cube elsewhere and then I hit this thing, it's gonna fall off. Who cares? What does that do for us? Nothing. If I had the blocks... Oh, no, it doesn't work that way either. Let's say, if I had the blocks stuck together, somehow, or at least one with its orientation this way, I'd be able to walk out onto it. But then how, like, where do I go from there? Okay, so then... This puzzle is breaking me! I legitimately think that we're onto something with this, but I don't know what. I don't know what. Right? I can just get it to drop. That doesn't do us anything, so I'm gonna reset that. We can attach it to the top of this block. What happens, by the way? This is now just science. What happens if we grab this all the way there, and then I grab it again, and I change its gravity this way? All right, let me explain. Right now, this one wants to go up, and that one wants to go down. What just happened? What the heck is going on? Is this a bug? Or is it intentional for some reason? I think it's a bug. It's gotta be a bug, right? It's gotta be a bug, right? It's gotta be a bug. Okay, so I can shift that one that way, but it doesn't help us any. And to be fair, right, we could always come here and drop a block straight down. We could always do that. Like, that doesn't help us out at all. Let's just go ahead and reset that. 'Cause that we know what's wrong. Also, welcome back, Bummer. No idea if a bug or not. It has to be a bug. It's so weird. Doesn't make sense to me. This puzzle is completely breaking me. I may have said that once already. Still true. We have to get down there. For some reason, there are spaces up there that we haven't used. I haven't even legitimately tried to get to them. I don't even know if I could legitimately get to them. We have this weird gate right here, right? That I can use to attach and disattach blocks. But I can only shoot it from here, here, or here, and if I shoot it from here... I hate it when you find the solution when you're, like, trying to prove a different point. Oh, man. It just pushed us off the edge, and our gravity was down, so we fell. We didn't get crushed. Okay. Sure. So we did that one. We got one more, and then we have a really, really difficult one to try to do. Thought we were going to beat the difficult one already. This was called Extraction. Alright, so we need to get a cube in there. And when we get the cube in there, it will open this. We can also open it, of course. And there is a cube right here. Perfect. There is a cube over there as well. That part feels super simple, but we now need to get that cube out of there, right? That's the hard part. Yeah, so we can... I need to go there. Okay, so now we're trapped, right? However... Right? I can bring this one over. I didn't actually want to sit in there. Let me sit it here. Because I think what I gotta do, right, is I think I've got to attach one of these cubes to the other going that way. And then move the first one down so that we can pull it out afterwards. That makes perfect sense to me. Hopefully it makes perfect sense to you. I think we can do it all right there. I want you to be here. Or maybe not quite there. I need to get in here with the other one and then drop it there. But you know what? I need to be in a spot where it won't get me stuck. Which I guess it won't get me stuck if I throw this there. Okay. Partway there. Now, we just need to do that. Okay, and then we just come over here. And then we pull it over. Perfect, and then we just put them on there. That was easy. Okay, that was easy. Are you ready for the hard one now? Because we're at the hard one now. Interesting. The hard one is this. Back in this little tiny cubby, there are 3 switches in order to open this, whatever that is, right? So, we need to be able to get those things, those cubes, in here. But we need 3 of them, not just 2. And there is a 3rd over there. So let's just play around real quick. If I'm here, we can get back. And then I can pull this. I can pull this out. But in order for me to get back over there, the only thing that I can do now is to put a cube in here. Okay, we can do that. And then I can pull a cube over this way, and then can we get the gravity of this guy to fall on the right one? And then if it falls on the right one, we can push it in, come over here, and then pull it out, and then pull them across. I think that's what we gotta do. Let's see if we can figure that out. We've got one there. But I need to get the gravity of this guy. So I think I need both cubes over here so that I can grab this one, pull it out, come over here, put it down, and then push it in. Feels right to me. Alright, so what I want to do at this stage is get this guy out of the way, then get it in, and then this guy can just go back through. And then from here... Oh, I just completely broke the connection with this one. So hold, let's undo. If I break that connection, I can't get this one back out then, can I? But if we have all three of them connected together, then I think I can, right? Because I'll be able to grab this one and move it over. Can I stand on this? 100% I can stand on that. 100% I can stand on that, but the question is, how does that help? It doesn't. I need to be able to stand here. That's where I need to stand. Alright. We've done something that isn't correct. This isn't correct. Let me try something a little different. Okay, so we've reversed. I'm gonna do this way. It'll fall down. Now... let's undo that for a second real quick. I'd like to think this through real quick. If I can grab these, this isn't gonna work. It's gonna shift their gravity. They now want to fall this way, but that doesn't actually help us any, does it? Answer is no, it doesn't. Let's undo some things real quick. I'd like to come back to... here, I guess, for the moment. If I could stand here, it would be a lot different, wouldn't it? I can shift their gravity this way. I can shift their gravity up. Alright, theoretically, they're all in a position that I can get to. Is that true? Not quite. Not quite. I can get to one of them, but not the correct one. Not the correct one. So I think this was a little bit of a bust. I liked what we were trying. I don't think it's correct. We're gonna go back to this. Okay. Let me try something. This guy wants to go this way, right? Like, hold on. If I just... right. Because now I can't pull that one through. Right. But if I get them back to how they were, real quick, I think we were on the right trail. Right? If I set this one's gravity this way, and then I break the connection. I can't break the connection. I can push them back. Pushing them back help us? Does not. Oh my goodness. I do also like how they make the blocks transparent. I think it helps a little bit. Again, let's remind ourselves, what is our goal? Our goal is to get these 3 blocks into this corridor, because we found, right back here, 3 switches. Yeah, it's working now for the moment. Like here's the thing with my internet, right? It's good most of the day, but when it's not, it's really bad. And it's only my upload. My download is completely fine. So every time I've noticed a poor upload, which typically is only when I'm streaming, right? Because I don't really need a lot of upload unless I'm streaming. But I will hit a speedtest.net and it keeps a history, and I'm gonna be taking that back to the ISP at some point. But like some nights we have no problem, and other nights we do. Cannot pull this one out. But I can switch its gravity that way. Does that help us at all? No, not really. All right, let's try something else, right? What happens if... I mean, I know what happens, right? We're gonna... this gravity, and then that one gets stuck. By the way, I don't understand why these blocks connect onto those things. I don't quite get that. There's probably some purpose of it we haven't figured out just yet. I can change this one's gravity to be like this way, but it's still stuck. I can also hold up. I think I might be onto something now. How many times are we gonna say that? If I come here and I flip the gravity back this way. You know, something that happened that we saw before was that we wanted the center block to be our thing. What I said probably makes no sense. Let me show you what I mean. For here, get that to go down. Then I move it over. No, we need the center block to be here, so we need it to fall. Although, does that even help us? Because once I'm here, I can't pull it. I can just grab it. Does, because I can shift its gravity this way. Although it'll fall on top of me, won't it? So it'll kill me. Because one thing I can do is I can shift its gravity up, but that doesn't help us any either. Okay. Another idea. Connect you this way. Will fall. We come back here. Can I push? No. I can't push. What happens if I shift its gravity back down? We can't do that. But then I can't move this at all, but that's okay. What if I break this one? What happens if I try to send it somewhere else? Nothing happens because of the one inside completely blocking it. Going back to when the two connected ones were, yeah, just in there. This is so very confusing. These have to be in there, pushing that button in order for me to get through here, right? Okay, we're on the same page. But once I'm through here, we need to get these two blocks out. This one right here at the moment isn't needed. But as soon as I pull this guy out one, he gets trapped by this. And there's nothing that I can do about it unless I decide I want to come this way and I do this. Okay, great. But the problem with that is now I'm back in here and this isn't connected. And if it's not connected, I can't get back out. There are no connection points like this that I can shoot to from in there. Okay. So then what? I can come in here and I can shift the gravity of different things different ways. That still doesn't help us out much either, does it? At least not yet. I am... Ooh, do not want to go there. I am, like, thinking about how can I use this ceiling? Is there something I can set up on this ceiling? This is the kind of content that you love? I'm glad. Legitimately, right? I'm having a lot of fun trying to solve the puzzle, but there is that little bit in the back of my mind going, I'm taking so long to solve it. Is it really boring? And by the way, this is an optional challenge puzzle. We could leave right now. Our teleport is open. But I can't leave this. We gotta get that thing. And I think, like, getting them through here is not gonna be hard. We can get one here, and then I can go this way and drop its gravity in, so it'll go all the way in, and then we can grab it here, and I can drop its gravity down. So, like, this part feels like it should be hard, but it's not hard. The hard part is getting that third cube out of this room. That's the hard part. And there is 100% a part of me that's wondering, like, is there a way? Let me just do this real quick. Is there a way for me to get out of this space with the cubes not being in there. And I don't know. So here's one thing that I'm kind of looking at, right? That right there, that feels important to me. It feels very important, but I don't know how to use it. We can attach a cube there so that it's stuck. But what does a cube being stuck there do for us? Let me pull these out real quick. I mean, I could shift the gravity of another one to fall into it, but I don't know how that helps, you know? I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen. We're only in a demo. I mean, like, it's just a demo. Maybe we shouldn't even be doing this, but I don't know if there's any coming back once the demo's done, until we potentially get the full game. Because this game, the puzzles are great. If you remember, we played, oh, what was that game called that had... It was like, it took place up on a space station, and there was like some kind of weird time loop, and we were trying to prevent the destruction of Earth, and we kept reversing time. I can't remember what it's called. That game had, for the most part, easy puzzles. There was like one spot I remember that held me up, and it held me up for like a quarter of the time this one's holding me up, which means I love it. Entropy Project, that's exactly right. That's it. That's exactly it. I mean, I really liked Entropy Project, but I like that these puzzles are getting me. Because this isn't the first one. This is the one that's... This is the one... By the way, this is a hard challenge thing that we're doing, so it makes sense that it's even harder. Still. Hold on. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something. What if we put a cube here and it falls and comes this way? I could then stand on it from here. Instead of here, I could stand on it from here. Does that help us in any way? It feels like no. It feels like no. In fact, I feel like I could get it. I could stand on it from anywhere. It still doesn't help us any when I have to pull this cube out that direction. But, you know what? Hold on. If I could shift the gravity of another cube down... No, because it'll attach and I won't be able to pull it. Oh, it's getting me so hard. I mean, I can stand on it, and this opens, and then we could have cubes fall through, but then how do I get back across, right? That's the problem. That's the thing that we have to solve. Is there a way for me to be like... I put cubes here, and then we go this way, somehow... Right? Like, is there a way for me to shift the gravity of this cube while I'm standing on it to go that direction? And the answer is a resounding maybe? Maybe. Probably not, though. Probably not, though, if I'm being honest with you. Yo, Darth, how you doing? We are getting stumped hardcore in this puzzle game. Hardcore stumpage. How's your Switch 2? Enjoying it? Oh, but yeah, but you need to get it compatible with your capture card. Yeah, that makes sense. I have a little bit of FOMO that I didn't get a Switch 2. I do legitimately, like, the logic side of me is like, no, waiting for the OLED is probably the right move, but there's a little bit there. There is a little bit there. Okay, let's think about this another way. So if this guy is stuck here, right? Can we get this one to be stuck on top? And if we get it stuck on top, can we grab it in any way? If we shift the gravity of this straight down, then what? Hold on. Might be onto something. We shift the gravity of it down, I can come here and do what? Anything? Nope. Not really. I can't walk on that wall. Can't walk on this wall. Yeah, the only game is Mario Kart World. Donkey Kong's coming out, and I gotta tell you, like, do I want to play Donkey Kong? Yes. Do I want to play Donkey Kong super badly? No. For whatever reason, the Donkey Kong game looks like it's probably gonna be good. It also doesn't, for whatever reason, it's just not interesting me, like, by hardcore. Mario Kart World also isn't interesting me hardcore. In fact, I've watched some gameplay of it on Twitch, and I'm like, yeah, it looks like Mario Kart. I could just go back and play 8. I didn't play 8 very much. I'm not missing out on those. What I wouldn't mind the Switch 2 for is the Zelda upgrades. I think that would be really cool. Playing Scarlet Violet. See, here's the thing, right? Now that Scarlet Violet works so much better on the Switch 2 than it did on the Switch 1, I feel like my DLC playthrough of that should probably be on the 2, and I don't have it. Which means I can't do it anytime soon. We're also playing Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Switch 1, like on stream, right? So like doing that on Switch 2 might be cool too. We might not see any performance increase though in that, I don't know. But Pokemon Legends ZA, I mean that is what, if the OLED's not out by then, I might be buying the original, I don't know. Yes, Bomber. They released a console with one game available. 100%. It's a bad move, but they did it. Yeah, and it's true, they did do it with the Switch one as well, but didn't Breath of the Wild come out with it, or was it shortly after? I can't remember. It's been so long. Is that true that the PS5 had no games? That doesn't sound right. I feel like there was stuff out, but there weren't many out. I do remember very clearly that there weren't many games out for the PS5. Might have been 0, but... The other thing with the PS5 was that, like, it was so hard to even get one. Almost certainly by the time I got mine, there were games out for it, I guess. What were my first games on PS5? Returnal. Returnal was one of them. And Returnal's an amazing game. That's the one I remember the most. Okay, back to the puzzle. Back to the puzzle. If I connect these together and I shift this one down, we can then grab it here, right? And then I can shift its gravity this way. Okay, perfect. How does that help us? It'll be up there, which we don't have a means of getting to at the moment, but we might actually be able to. By putting that other cube right here. Hold up! I think we're onto something! Hold! Hold! How did we do this the first time? Needed to drop... you know what? Did we use all 3 cubes last time? I think we may have. I think I'm onto something. Okay. Alright, they're now connected. We pull you across. Now I come in here. Shift your gravity down. Okay. Set that one up. Oh, nope, not yet. This is feeling like a solution. I can grab it, and then what? Hold. I can grab it, and then I can go this way. Hold. This'll kill me. Let's contemplate real quick. So if I go this way, I die. If I come back to here, oh boy. All right. We have now obtained all 3 cubes on this side. I think we're there. Now, we just need to, like... we need to get stuff moved in the right spots. You're believing so hard. Alright, so let's figure this out. Unconnect you. Thank you. I would like to get you down below. Then I need to set your gravity that way. And then we do this for all of them, by the way. And at this point, they're easy to move. And they should all be pretty easy to get in that spot now. I should probably move it before I do the next one. Okay. All of that time and effort is paying off now. Thank you. What is it? What is it? That's gonna be like an achievement thing. Obtain all the elemental colors or something. I thought there would be a pop-up. I thought there would be something. We have a red thing. Do we still have the red thing after leaving? That was so challenging, and I love it. Ah! Legitimately, in the full game, it's probably like there are 4 of those throughout all the levels. When you find them, you can collect them all, and if you beat the game with them, you get a special trophy or something, right? You know, it was a little anticlimactic, but I will also say that this being stuck on it and then coming to the solve was amazing. We're gonna click that wish list button, everybody. This is called He Who Watches. It's already on my wish list because I already knew I was gonna like it that much, but 100%. Wait, there's a continue button? What's continue do? Continue put us right back into the same room again. Probably because they wanted you to have the chance of obtaining the special item, or the special thing, right? That's my hunch. Fun to see if anything different would happen with the red thing. It doesn't. Alright. Main menu. There's also a hub world. Interesting. Were we in the hub world? I don't know. Okay. That was a lot of time on the one demo. We are really close to sort of when I normally end. Right, so we have an option of starting another game, but only playing it for a short time, or we could end early. Yes, I'll ask the chat. The options, we only have 2 options. It's either Myth Realm, right? It's either this one, which if there's exploration and stuff, we could spend a lot of time in this probably. Like, it's your classic RPG adventure. Looks cool. The other option being Ecclesiastery, or however you say it. Very much looks kind of like a wizardry kind of game. Legitimately also probably has a bit of time on it. I may have just poured a little bit of water on my face. Good job, B. Your new job starts earlier than your last job. I think we're just going to call it here, and I think both of these games deserve playing in their demo form. I think we'll probably pick up with more of that later. Tomorrow night I'm busy. I won't be around tomorrow night, but it might be a Wednesday thing. Wow, you wake up at 5 now, Bomber? Oh, man. I was pretty good waking up at 6 to 6:30 for my 75 hard stuff. I would be so early. You should go to bed. To be fair, right? It's almost 10 p.m. here, but it's only 9 p.m. for him. Yes. And then, like I was saying, I think I'm gonna be mixing in a couple more like Helldiver streams, and who knows? Maybe I think I'm gonna play a little bit of Rune Factory, and maybe we'll do some Rune Factory streams. But those are gonna be like the, hey, I want to play this, but it's not gonna be a full playthrough kind of game. We'll just come hang out, and I'll do some Rune Factory stuff, and I'll try to tell you what the story is, what you've missed. I think that's gonna happen as well. And if we have that mindset, and we're all okay with that mindset, I think that will equal a few more streams than normal. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, this is a great spot to call it. We're almost at 10 o'clock. It's almost our normal endpoint, so we'll call it here. Thanks everyone for coming out. I will get the VOD fixed for YouTube, and then it'll be out there. Anyways. Puzzle games are awesome. Have a good night, everybody. Merc Rain signing off. Night, James. Monster Sanctuary is just wonderful. Listen to that soundtrack. Man, if they ever got a vinyl of that, I'd buy it. You were? Man, I haven't played Monster Sanctuary since we streamed it. Achievement hunting. Oh boy. One of those achievements, wasn't it, to beat the challenge room? That challenge room would have taken us hours upon hours. I think we beat like 3 of them though, if I recall correctly. Hard but rewarding.